Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Umar Shankar. I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana. Today is 8th of November 2025. The time is 8:58 p.m. Today's topic of discussion is about United States of America, USA, and we will try to understand the present circumstances which is going on in USA. All know that once Trump has come in the second term, he started new rules and he has started a campaign called as MAGA, Make America Great Again. And in this process, he is kicking out everybody, every foreigner from the United States of America. Okay, and this is impacting Indians more because 70 to 80% of the Indians are living in USA. Now, when we see the chart of I'm going to see the chart of the US and also the chart of Donald Trump. Okay, both will show it, how it is impacting and what is it doing. Now, the Lagna rising for USA is Simha Lagna, and the Lagnesh, which is Surya, is going and sitting in the 12th house with the 5th Lord and 8th Lord Jupiter, 3rd Lord and 10th Lord Venus, 2nd Lord and 11th Lord Mercury. So this is a good combination. Basically, when we talk about 8th house, yes, there'll be some troubles when the 8th Lord operates, that is Jupiter. Okay, but otherwise, it's good. There are a lot of good things happening in the 11th house. Okay, 11th house is all about desires, fulfillment of desires and everything. Okay, but see the 7th lord going and sitting in the 12th house with the second lord and 11th lord Mercury. What does it mean? What is 7th house? 7th house is all about opposite people, right? Third house is borders, 6th house is enemies, and 7th house is the opposite people. So, who are these opposite people? People who are going to America to earn money and to study. Okay, so that is Rahu. Rahu is always about foreigners, foreign people. Mercury is all about education. Okay, 12th house is always about moving to a different country or moving away from that country, depending upon the gocharas and everything. Okay, now the Lagnesh going and sitting in the 12th house, 11th house is very good because Sun is becoming Amatya Karaka sitting in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Okay. Now Sun is in 22 degree, Jupiter is in 15 degree, Mercury is in 3rd degree, and Venus is in 12th degree. That means Sun is becoming more powerful here. Okay. It is becoming more powerful here and it is not allowing other planets to survive. Why? You see here Sun is in 22 degree, right? What about Venus? 12 degree. That means Sun is going backward. Venus is, we are not able to see Venus at all. Okay, because it is in 12 degree. What about Jupiter? Jupiter is also 15 degree. What about Mercury? Mercury is also 3 degrees. You see here? And sorry, it is not Mercury, it is Mars. And Mars is in 0 degree. Okay? Mars is in 0. It is not Mercury, but is Mars. So, planets which are placed with the Lagnesha are Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. All these planets are not to be seen in the chart of USA. Why? Because they are hiding behind Surya. and the power of Surya and the Agni of the Surya and the light of the Surya is not allowing the other planets to survive or show themselves or come forward. In Jyotish, it is called as Lupta. Lupta means something we cannot see, something which is going backwards or we are not able to see it at all. So, Jupiter, Venus, and Mars are Lupta in the presence of Surya. But being in 11th house, they will do their jobs. Okay? Now, the seventh Lord seventh Lord Rahu and seventh Lord Saturn is going and sitting in the second house. This is a Maraka Bhava. Okay? And Saturn is a Atma Karaka sitting in Chitra Nakshatra. Saturn and Mars cannot get along well. They are dire enemies. So whenever the Saturn, the Atma Karaka, which talks about the downtrodden people, people who are poor, people who do a menial jobs, okay, it is getting connected with Chitra Nakshatra, which is Mars, and Mars is all about energy. Mars is all about fire. Mars is all about armies. Mars is all about police and all the stuff, legal issues and all that stuff. So the fourth lord of Sukha is placed in the seventh lord Saturn's. It is shown as a Saturn's nakshatra, Mars nakshatra in the Saturn Atma Karaka. Okay, this is one thing. Now, if we go and see the Titi Pravesha Chakra of the USA, we find that if I put a Titi Pravesh Chakra for 2025 and 2026, we find that the Lagna of the USA, the fourth Lord Mars and Ketu are transiting the Lagna. And this particular chart is rising with Ketu and ending with Rahu. So this is called as Kalamrita dosha. It is Kalamrita dosha. Okay. So the head is starting with Ketu and it is ending with Rahu. And also you find that the moon, which is there in Kumbha Rashi, in the Titi Pravesha Chakra, you find that the seventh Lord Rahu is transiting the moon. Okay. The seventh Lord Rahu is transiting moon, creating an illusion of fear, an illusion in the minds of the people who are opposite. That is, people are going to a foreign country, this is creating some sort of confusion. I'm not telling an uh, fear or something like that, but some sort of illusion because Rahu is all about illusion. Rahu is all about Maya. Okay? And Ketu, the lord of the fourth house, Mars, the lord of the fourth house, is transiting their Lagna, creating a Pisacha Badaka. Pisacha Badaka means we will not be able to understand why there is sudden rise of issues in the country. Okay. For the Leo Lagna, the ninth house also will become a Badaka. So the ninth house Badaka, which is Mars, is going and sitting in the Badaka, it's sitting with the Lagna, Leo Lagna. So that means the country as a USA, okay, some issues are rising from the ninth house. What is ninth house? Ninth house is all about uh, foreign studies, foreign people. Ninth house is all about the ruler, okay, higher studies and all these things. So the ruler here is creating trouble because ruler is a fatherly type of person, right? So the ruler is creating trouble for this country. Now, I will show you the chart of Trump. Now, in the chart of Trump, you can see just like the Lagna of the USA, his Lagna is also rising with Leo Lagna. Okay? So the Lagna of the country and the Lagna of the ruler, who is Donald Trump, is also rising in Leo sign. And at the same point of time, you can see that Mars, the lord of the fourth house, Mars, the lord of the ninth house, Ketu, the lord of the fourth house, are transiting the Leo sign, just like the Leo Lagna of the USA. So that means there is some sort of coincidence happening between the USA Lagna and the Lagna of the Trump, Pisacha Badaka. Unnecessary anger, unnecessary, you know, making things complicated, being headless. Ketu is always about headless. So being headless, all these things you can see it is happening here. And the same, there is no Kalamrita dosha here, but except for Moon, which is debilitated, which is also very weak, all the planets are placed in the axis of Ketu and Rahu. Right? Now, coming back to the USA, and seeing that dasha which is associated with the present Tithi Pravesha Chakra. And before that, we have to see what is a Tithi rising. What is Tithi? Tithi is all about relationships. So, if you see here, the fifth lord of citizens are going and sitting in the sixth house. Okay? The fifth lord of citizens are going and sitting in the sixth house. This particular Mercury is going and sitting in his enemy sign, which is Moon. What is sixth house? Sixth house is also enmity, resources, all that stuff. Okay? Because Mercury is all about communication also. So this particular Mercury is going and sitting in the enemy sign. So the relationship will get spoiled among the citizens. What is the nakshatra? It is Rahu. And Rahu is transiting the natal moon, creating a lot of confusion among the society. And what is the day? It is Sunday. And where it is placed? It is well placed in the fifth house. There is no issue at all. Okay. And here, Sun is becoming the Atmakaraka and sitting in Punarvasu Nakshatra. The degree between Sun and Jupiter is absolutely fine because 27 degree and 14 degree, it is not a Dagda. But again, here you see it is Lupta because Sun is more advanced compared to Jupiter. Okay. And Jupiter is become Pitrukaraka, sitting in Aradra Nakshatra. So Jupiter is being a Pitrukaraka. What is it? It's like a father, ruler, all these things, like a fatherly type of person. Or Jupiter is such people who will try to communicate with the ruler, tell him what is happening in the country. And Jupiter here, being a Pitrukaraka, is sitting in Aridra Nakshatra. Mars is becoming Amatya Karaka, sitting in Purva Falguni. Okay? Where is Mars? As I told you, Mars is sitting in the seventh house of the Maraka. Satabisha Nakshatra, Mars is becoming an Amatya Karaka, sitting in Purva Falguni in Kama Trikona. And who is the lord of Purva Falguni? Purva Falguni lord is Venus. Okay? And where is Venus sitting? It is sitting in the fourth house. Sukha Trikona. So, what is Trump trying to do? Make America great again. The ninth lord of Bhagya is going and sitting in the fourth lord of Sukha. So the concept of make America great again. This is what the concept is. Okay. But are people happy? No. Why? because Venus is sitting in Rohini Nakshatra under the influence of Rahu. Confusion, confusion, total confusion, Maya. They are easily swayed away by the talks of Donald Trump. Okay? Now, if I see the Tithi Pravit Chakra again, what is the Dasha running right now? Jupiter Dasha. It is a compressed Jupiter Dasha which is going and sitting in the fifth house. Then the Rahu Dasha comes, which will become very much active. Okay? Very much active and will create a lot of troubles for the people. Okay? Then comes the Venus, then comes the Sun, then comes the Moon again. So during the period of 2026 onwards, things will become very dicey in those places. Okay? People will become racist. Slowly will become racist because of the words of the Donald Trump. Okay? The economy of the country will go down. The economy of the country will go down. Right? And if you see here, there is also a Sadasati which is going on for the country USA. So when the Sadasati comes, we all know what will happen. Everything will be haywire. Everything will be, in a very confused state. Okay, things will not work out properly. So till 2027, even after 2027 also, we find that USA will have lots of troubles. You see here, Moon is transiting the second house of Moon, and Moon itself has been captured by Rahu. Moon itself has been captured by Rahu. So lots of confusion, lots of nonsensical things happening in that country. My request to all the Indians, please come back. You cannot stay there. You have to come back. There is no other go. Country will go to doldrums. USA country will go to doldrums from 2027 onwards for the simple reason that Saturn will be transiting the Bhagyasthana and getting debilitated over there. As I told you, Saturn and Mars do not get along very well. There will be a lot of problems in the country. Maybe the probability is that Donald Trump will be kicked out, but it will be too late for the country to survive. Lot of calamities, water-related issues, poverty, companies getting closed down. Okay, where is the Aarut Lagna? See here, Aarut Lagna is in Mesha Rashi. When the Saturn is transiting Aarut Lagna in the 2027, the image will fall down. Please note it down. The image of the country will fall down. They will become very poor. Saturn is all about poor, poverty. The image will fall down. Okay. So everybody have to come on. There is no other go. Already you are seeing things are happening. Slowly, people are being kicked out, or they are deported, kicked out, or put in jails. Okay. People are not given visas. I've been given to understand for the green card you have to wait for 100 years. It's nonsensical. So better come back. Western countries are going to suffer a lot. Country like India, I'm not saying just for the sake of I being a citizen of India, but India is rising and India will rise. Okay? India will rise. Western countries, European countries, uh, Muslim countries, these countries will suffer a lot. You have to take appropriate actions in advance and come back to India. So thank you very much for listening to me. Before going, I would request you to kindly share, subscribe, and view my channel for all these videos. Thank you very much. Jai Hind and Bharat Mata Ki Jai.